Welcome back. Today's adventure is a little different. It's December 5th. I think it's like 6 o'clock. It's -9 in the parking lot where I just left. I am, besides gold prospecting, I like to do hiking, especially through the winter, snowshoeing stuff. But I also like to challenge myself and do the bigger mountains, the 4,000 footers. Today's mission, I don't know if it's going to show up well, but it's Mount Washington, the worst mountain in the Northeast. Show you a quick zoom around. We also got a super moon going on, which is actually adding. The camera's not showing it, but I mean I can see pretty far even without the headlamp. It is cold though. But I think today's might actually set a record up there for the lowest temperature this time of year, and this may tie the coldest hike I've ever done. Looking at the high summit forecast, I think the temperature is going to hit -21 up there, but the wind chill will be up around -55, up to 70 mile an hour gusts. It's not going to be fun. Well, depends on your perspective of fun. A challenge can be fun. But I am going to do something different. I don't know if it's going to show, but I am at the base station of where the Cog Railroad is. I've never hiked up this before, but I'm going to hike up by the tracks. The reason is I haven't hiked in a year, the last big mountain, so I'm out of shape, and because of the conditions and time, I got other things I need to do today. That's why I'm here so early. I'm going to attempt to go up by the tracks. I'm going to use this in quotations. It's easier, but it's definitely not easy. I can already feel the frostbite on my hands. It's cold. Another nice shot of the moon. But yeah, the camera's not going to like the cold. It's going to kill the battery real fast, so I'm probably going to be limited on my videoing. But I'll bring you along on the journey. And one nice thing about being out by the tracks in the open out of the trees is I might see a pretty decent sunrise. We're supposed to have clear skies today, that's why I picked today, even though it's super cold. So let me get going. I got a long hike up there. Alright, let's do this. Man, I don't know if this is showing good. I might have to play around with the editing, but what a cool view. Should say cold view. I'm not that far up, but man, is it cold. I'm already frosting up. I might have to get the face mask off. There's a light breeze, so it's not too bad, but I know it's going to start getting crazy. But, oh, man. Beautiful out, but is it cold? Way too cold for this early in December. Oh, man. Incredible. This is why I do it. The views and the exercise, that's the treasure today. Alright, I gotta save some battery and get going. Yeah, I'd say another 45 minutes I might start seeing some sun, which you would think would warm up, but then by then I'll be in the wind and it's gonna get even colder. So alright, let's keep going. Had to stop and take another look at this view. Crazy awesome. I'm gonna have to start switching, putting more gear on. The wind's picking up. I think I'm gonna be on the opposite side of the wind for a little while, at least till I get out of the trees. But now I see why Santa grows a full beard. It helps. This goatee's not helping. I should say too, this is my 7th hike up here, 5th time in the winter, so that this isn't something new to me. And no matter what, when you think you're the only crazy one to get up this early in this colder weather to do the mountain, you realize there's other people too. It's even crazier. This is the second person that I ran into now that's hiked this mountain early in the morning and skiing down.
Oh yeah.
Perfect conditions, huh? Awesome. Now that's the way to get down the mountain. There's only like, probably because of the wind, there's only like 3 or 4 inches of snow on this side. Super powdery and soft. It's like walking on like a hot beach with super soft sand. It's exhausting and really slows down your momentum. Uh-oh, I don't see him popping out. Hopefully he didn't crash down there. There's a little gully. But again, look at the view. I'm hoping, I see the sun coming up. I'm hoping I can get up to that top ridge up there, just around the trees, before that sun pops up over the mountains over there. But I gotta start dressing warmer. I am freezing, especially when you stop. All right, I'm gonna continue on. I had to take a break. I actually was overheating. But we have a saying in the Northeast: there's no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing. I went from my cheeks hurting, eyes freezing shut down there, gloves, hands were cold because I've just had gloves. Now I'm boiling, so I had to stop. But check it out, I am at the Goldbox station. Figured this would be a good time to stop. Kind of cool. We got a fog going down there. I can see the nice view. The sun hasn't quite come over the mountains. Unfortunately, I'm only 3,800 feet, and I gotta get way up there. And the tracks, you can see right there. The tracks go right to the side and then over. So I still got a long way to go. If you didn't know, I think they're still running this. The Cog Railroad used to shut down late in the fall. First snow, it would stop, but then they built this station up here. Get hot chocolate. They usually have a fire going, and it's in the tree line, so it's not as bad. It still gets freezing, as I can tell you right now. And then they'll clean the tracks, and they'll bring people up halfway. I mean, look at the view. It's still worth it, even though you're not getting to the summit. But it's too dangerous up there. That's the steepest part of the tracks up there, and there's no way you're going to do that in a storm. The last thing you want is ice getting in that cog wheel. Otherwise, you're going down the mountain really fast. So, like I said, I'm cooling down. I was actually getting a little too hot, and it's going to get a little colder. So, I'm going to go a little further up. I'm going to take a few minutes here. I got to repack my backpack. I'm going to even put the snowshoes on. The snow's starting to get deeper. And then work my way to the top. I should be able to reach the top. I'm feeling good so far. Famous last words. But yeah, it's still a hike. And then hopefully I will catch the sun at some point poking over there. I mean, it's technically the sun has already risen. But actually, you can see they have a hut up there too. I forget the name of it. I'm drawing a blank. Usually that's the trail I walk up. I might go down that trail on the way back because there's like frozen waterfalls and stuff, but it's depending how I feel and the time, because I got other engagements today I gotta try to get to. But just like I said, just stop to show you. I was questioning why the hell I'm doing this, and then you'd stop, turn around, and it's like, oh yeah, that's why. Plus, this keeps me in shape for the prospecting season coming up. Or actually, I'll be in the river soon. I mean, like I mentioned before, once you experience this type of cold, 10 degrees in a river is nothing. This is a whole new level of cold. So let me repack my gear, maybe put the snowshoes on. It is going to get steep, and I'm going to keep going. And I'll turn you back on when I see something else cool. Taking a little break. I thought I was making a little better time with the elevation, but according to this, I'm only halfway. 4,500 feet, but man, once I get over 4,000 feet, it got cold. I don't know what the temperature is, especially if it's in Fahrenheit, Celsius, but just as a reference, it's negative effing cold right here. Unfortunately, I'm missing the sunrise because I'm in a little valley, but it's actually also blocking the woods, so I could hear a pin drop right here. There's just no wind, which is I'm enjoying right at the moment. Because if the high summit weather forecast is right, which they usually are, it is going to be all hell up there. For most of the people that don't know, even last night was 100-mile-an-hour wind gusts. But 100 days out of the year on average up here is hurricane force winds. And it's going to be at least 50, 60-mile-an-hour gusts up there. And they must be coming from the west. I'm on the east side. I think, where is it? I could actually see Vermont. I think it was Mount Ellen. I forget the mountains over there. It's been a while since I've climbed them. But I think Vermont's over there. Once I get to the top, I mean, you can see everything. Maine, Vermont, Canada. But I tell you, it is crazy because I've come up here in the summer. This holds the strongest wind gust speed of 231 miles back in 1934. I think 2 years ago, it set the coldest temperature on in the U.S. Wind chill temperature, negative, I'll have to put it up, but it's negative 108 or negative 28. But yet you come up here in the summer, if it's not too windy, you see flowers, grass, the trees, birds, bugs. It's really amazing what nature can survive. We're very weak compared to nature. But not to toot my own horn, I'm going to be 52 in a couple months, and I'm still doing it. I am struggling though. This is, I'm going a little slower than I'd like. Like I said, I mentioned it's been a year, almost a full year since I've last hiked. The last mountain I did was Mount Pierce. So I'm feeling it. I need to hit the gym harder or start doing these more often each month. But I did switch. You can see I switched to the snowshoes. One nice feature these things have is you can't see it right there, but it's a raised block on the heel, so it takes less energy as you're hiking up a steady terrain like this. Usually I can't use these shoes. I think they're like 36 inches long. I bought them a long time ago. I wasn't sure what shoes to get, but when you're in these tight woods trails, they're just too long. But on this gradual grade or whatever you want to call it, it's not too bad. And I will say, even my past self, and a lot of people will say it's cheating climbing this mountain by the tracks. Screw you. This is my first time going this way. Maybe it's 20% easier, but the difference I'm noticing is in the hard trails, it'll go up and then zigzags to the side. They'll zigzag up, so you get a steep part, less, flat, steep, flat, steep. This is just constant 5 degree, 10 degree, 15. I think there's a section down there 45 degree. I forget, I'm on the steepest part of the tracks right here. I'll have to look it up, but I want to say it was like 20 or 28 degrees is the steepest part. And I'm off to the side where the valleys are and stuff, so it's even steeper. But yeah, it's easier, but not easy. So if you're thinking, no, I can just walk up the side of the tracks, that would be a piece of cake. You might want to think again, or you can at least try it, see how far you can get up. And then the nice thing about it is if it gets to be too much, you just turn around and start walking down. There's no like cliffs to scurry down or anything crazy, just steepness. But I got to get going. I'm trying to get to the top at a somewhat decent time, so I have the afternoon to do some things. So let's keep going. Making progress, but it's slow. Snow's getting deeper. I'm not seeing any tracks, and the wind's picking up, so it's getting colder. But still got a great view. Oops. Almost just took a spill. And that's where I started down, from way down there. Woo! Come a long way. And I missed the sunrise. And it's getting a little cloudy, but there's the sun coming right through the tracks. Pretty cool. Some more of the view right around that corner. It's going to start turning into chaos. As you can see that as part of the tracks is Jacob's Ladder. The steepest part of I believe it's the steepest part of the Cogs tracks. See if I get a view over here without falling, since I have not been able to really see this side of the mountains. Oh yeah. Check that out. It's like being on another planet. Oh man, there's the wind. That's chilly. There's the hut. I think it's the Greenleaf hut. I'm drawing a blank. Here's real thin up here. Oh yeah, that wind is freezing. Oh, that's gonna be brutal up top. Just to show you the views. Show you how steep that's level. Well, the camera's level. That's how steep the tracks are. It's crazy they built this. It was the first in the world. A train that can go up a mountain. Oh, man, is it chilly. My hands are already turning purple. Alright, let me get my gloves back on and keep going. Almost there. It's gonna start getting a lot more hectic. But so far worth it. Well, I barely made it. I was gonna turn around a few times. I am behind a building right now. On either side is probably 40-mile-an-hour steady winds. Definitely the wind chill's in the -50. This is definitely the coldest I've hiked. Hopefully you can hear me. But just to show you around, there's the summit over there. I'm gonna run and get a selfie quick, and then I'm gonna get the hell off this mountain. I am frozen. I might even have a few bits that I might have got a little frostbite. You underestimated how cold it was really gonna get. I was hoping to walk around and show you, but it's just too damn cold. And I lost my selfie stick, so I'm having to hold this phone with the camera with my hands, which is making it a little tougher. Yeah, just to show you. Ooh, this just fell. You can definitely hear the winds. Alright, I got my stuff right here. Let's see if I can walk over there with you. Let's do this quick. Woo! Hard walking with snowshoes. Here we go. On the summit. Holy crap, is it cold. Yeah. I'll give you a 360 view and that's it. I'm getting the hell out of here. It's beautiful, but it's cold. So, hopefully I get shot pretty good. That'll have to do it. Holy moly. Alright, I'm done. I can start heading back down ASAP. Well, I think that's gonna do it. I finally got out of that freaking wind. Oh man, that was next level. I didn't think I was gonna make it to the top. Hopefully that audio up there was decent. And I really wanted to walk around more, but it's just not gonna happen. Or it didn't happen. It was just too cold. Oh, that is definitely the coldest hike I've ever done to date. I thought it was going to tie with another winter hike, but that one took the cake. So unless something really cool happens, I am gonna I'll put it in after this, but I'm gonna conclude I am done. I made it. I survived Mount Washington. And as crazy as that wind was up there and cold, that was considered a mild day for most of the winter up there. So let me just show you around, nice and slow. Oh, jeez. It's probably still 10 degrees here, but without that wind, it feels like I'm in the Bahamas now. Just beautiful. So until next time, I can't wait to get into those warm, icy rivers for panning for gold. This was good. It was tough. I'm out of shape. I got to step up my game, but I did it. So until the next adventure, see ya. Hey, look, a fake moose. This actually caught me off guard a little. Last second I saw it. But I'm almost to the parking lot, so see you next time.